This is a review of a utility for SpaceClaim called Toolbox. It's completely free of charge to any SpaceClaim user. However, like any free of charge software, you do use it at your own risk and judgment, and it is unsupported. The developers of this utility have done it really to showcase their skills in the use of the API in SpaceClaim. As you know, SpaceClaim's got a very powerful API, and you can really tune the product to be very, very productive. So the first feature of Toolbox I want to show you is the ability to do bolt connections or fasteners or any component you can insert very, very quickly. So for example, here I've got a couple of flanges that I want to bolt together. Now ordinarily you might go to one of the standard libraries that comes with SpaceClaim, find a fastener to suit, download it, and then in SpaceClaim you insert that component. It doesn't always go in the right orientation, so we take that direction there. We'd orientate it to that back face. Maybe we'd change the anchor point, so we'll drop the anchor point onto the root of the component, and we'll take all that up to, say, one of the points there. We'd then move it, create some patterns around the center, and as we create the patterns it will drop onto key angles like 60 degrees, etc. Pretty straightforward, but there's an easier way with Toolbox, so I'm going to delete that and do the same thing again but use Toolbox. So it's a ribbon menu. It's also available as a panel here, so I'm going to lock in place. And the first thing I'm going to do is use the little library that comes with it. It's all XML based, and you can add your own additional components if you need to. So I'm going to choose a hex head bolt, M20 size. The length of the bolt I'll have as 80 millimeters. Now this can do bolted connections as well, so I'm also going to put a washer on the bolt side. So I'm going to put my washer on, size for that 20 millimeters. I'm going to put a nut side washer on. That's going to be, copy that from the bolt, and my nut is going to be a hex nut, and also the clamping thickness I'm going to specify as well, which will be the distance across the two flanges, which in this example is 50 millimeters. Once you've specified your fastener or your fastener assembly, you can then go into your graphic screen and pick one of the holes. Now you don't have to pick all the holes, because now I can just do an Alt select on that face and say insert, and it'll go away and insert all those fasteners in the correct place. Obviously, if I had a parts list, they're going to appear in that parts list as well. So that's straightforward and easy. Another little example of that is here. So again, let's change my specification for the bolt at a 20 mil. Have this as an M10. Sorry, we'll have it as a 25 mil bolt. We don't want any washers. We don't want any nuts. We'll reset the clamping distance. So here, for example, I've got a hole. I'm also going to Alt select that face. Hold the Alt key down and pick the face. And I also want to pick this face as well. So now it'll go and find all the holes of the same size in both faces and put that bolt through them, as you can see there. That wasn't the same size, so it didn't put one in there. But here, for example, if I go to Toolbox, I can insert here one of my own components. I'm going to pick this one again that I've downloaded, and I'm going to open it. And if I pick this edge first of all, if I insert it, it will go in that position. Now that's gone in the wrong orientation, so if I undo that, And this time when I do the insert and I hold the shift key down and press open, it will reverse the orientation. So you can also use it to insert your own components as well. So that's one very useful feature of Toolbox. The other one is, for example, if I've got a structure here, I'm just going to go and pick all the edges on this. So and copy those off, Control C, Control V. So I've now got all these edges picked, and if I go to my insert here, I want to pick one of the standard profiles. So I'm going to pick a beam, and I say create, and this will just drop beams all over my profile. It doesn't do the joints. Don't forget, this is a free of charge utility. We do have other products that will do all the jointing for you. Again, we'll be covering one of those in a further video. Another little example here. If I take this profile and I say I want to insert onto this profile, let's just hide that away. And this time I'm going to do a pipe, a 20 by 20 by 2 millimeter wall thickness pipe. And if I say create, it puts tubular sections around my wireframe. Now, there's a further utility available, again free of charge, that, for example, allows us to, if I pick all this, let's just go to combine, and if I go to this now, and if I do analyze tube, it will give me all the relevant bending data to do that tube first. And if I've got a drawing sheet open, it would also put all that data onto a drawing sheet. One of the other features it has is the ability to find the center line of this. So if I click on this, it creates the center line. Now that's something which several users have asked us over the years. How can you generate the center line for a curved or bent tube? So this utility gives you that too. So that's my quick review of Toolbox. It is free of charge. There'll be a link in the email you've received to download it, and also on our website, or by all means email us if you want to receive it. It is unsupported, so we're not really going to be answering lots of technical questions. If you find a glitch in it, by all means email us and we can feed it back to the developers. I personally think it's quite a good tool, and it's useful to have there for as and when you're doing this kind of work. Thank you for your time and looking at this video.